Welcome back.
Hello, good
We're
evening
here
and welcome.
For episode 7
Yeah,
of
baby.
Crimes on Centre Court.
7 minutes in heaven. It's
Yeah.
slightly longer than 7 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
So what's going on?
Well, Ingrid was found dead.
Oh my God, she was!
There's been an argument between Jean and John.
Oh, but was she telling the truth?
Exactly. There's
No, she wasn't.
A few different versions being
Because
told.
women be lying!
Am I
going to get away with that? Lovely.
that went straight over my head.
Yeah.
No, Ferg, no.
Great. Well, hopefully you're on tenterhooks or is it tender hooks? I don't actually know. But either way, we'd love it if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a review.
Yes, please.
Leave the podcast review. Again, we're very grateful to be supported by the Arts Council on this series, but one of the measurings about how successful it's been is going to be the number of reviews we get. So please do leave us a review.
And star ratings as well.
Ooh, 5 ought to do it, I say.
Oh, lovely. Shiny 5. Enjoy the next episode.
Enjoy!
There's death so gory and competing stories of exactly who was and where. One thing for certain, for Ingrid it's curtains, no returning serve from there. It's no longer much fun, 3 deaths at Wombledon. Old Lord knows and Ingrid, plus poor Owen too.
Penny wants Perry safe, but it starts to chafe how much he's doting on Jean. The dashing young lord has a feeling adored. Oh, what does all this mean? She'll be patient and wait, make sure her head's straight, she'll solve this crime. There's a trio of death, 3 lives have left, it's not meant to be a nice time.
Now what is this show's history? It's a murder mystery. 3 souls winding up dead.
I told the taxi to get me home as quickly as he could, but obviously that didn't spare me the inevitable inane chatter.
Oh, a detective, is it? Well, you'll never guess who I had in the back of my cab the other day. Peter Artridge, you know, the fellow what solved that big murder case last Christmas. All over the papers it was.
I tuned the driver out in my head and focused on what I knew. Lord knows the patriarch of Wombledon Tennis Club had died, by all accounts of natural causes, which had set off a chain reaction of events. Next was the death, apparently accidental, of the head linesman Owen Owens. Now, here was a death which was clearly neither accidental or natural, the murder of Ingrid Ergetson, strangled by the jockstrap of her married lover John Sampson. Meanwhile, Perry was cooking dinner at his place for Jean Sampson, the scorned wife of John. Jean had, quite bloody rightly, physically attacked her husband, but she told us he attacked her. I don't think I really believed she was a threat to Perry, but I'd never forgive myself if I did nothing and something happened to him, which is the only reason I was interrupting their date by calling him.
Hello, Perry Pink speaking.
Oh, Perry, hi, it's Penny.
Penny? Hello, are you okay? Has something happened?
A murder, Perry.
Another one?
No, the same one.
Right, still bad though.
Yes, still bad. Look, is Jean still there?
No, she just left. What's this about, Penny girl?
She lied to us, Perry.
Ah, you mean about attacking John?
You know?
Yeah, she told me when she got back here. She's very embarrassed about the whole thing. It's why she didn't stay for dinner. She's not sure why she said what she said. A mixture of adrenaline, guilt and embarrassment, I think.
I see. Well, don't you think it changes things a bit?
How do you mean?
Well, for a start, John wouldn't have any chance to get to Ingrid, which means he couldn't be the killer.
Oh, I see.
But Jean could be.
Oh, come on, Penny girl, I don't think that's fair.
From what I heard, when she attacked John, she was pretty out of control.
But she was watching my match, Penny. If John can't be the killer, neither can Jean.
Are you sure she was there right until the end? Couldn't she have slipped away while John was arguing with the umpire?
There's one way to find out. She was sat with Ivan and said they went for a drink together straight away afterwards. He'll be able to tell us.
Great. Do you know where he's staying?
No, sorry, but I do know he was planning to go back to the club tomorrow morning and work out with Notta. I'm sure we'll find him there.
Great. See you in the morning.
It's a date.
Oh, is it?
Oh, turn of phrase.
Oh, of course. The next morning, I got to Perry's bright and early, and we set off in his car to the club. When we arrived, the place was deserted. There was a light but persistent drizzle falling out of the tombstone grey sky.
I don't think they'd have let us play in this today anyway, Penny.
It was eerily quiet, with the exception of an odd noise coming from inside the clubhouse. Perry tried the door.
It's locked, Penny girl.
We'll see about that.
Ah, a lockpick. Well, I read an interesting thing about Harry Houdini and his lockpicks, actually.
I let Perry's lecture on Houdini's mouth pouches wash over me while I concentrated on picking the lock. It wasn't too difficult, and within a few moments I heard the satisfying that let me know we were in. We had a quick scout to see if anyone was watching and slipped inside the clubhouse. Inside, there was plenty of evidence of yesterday's commotion. Doors were left open and sporting debris, bits of tape and banana skins, were scattered throughout the corridors.
Well, the cleaner hasn't been in yet.
Shh! Listen!
To what?
That! It's coming from down there.
It's the men's changing room. Oh, dear God. Emesis incoming. Emesis, out of the way! Out of the way!
I couldn't blame Perry. What we'd found behind the door was truly disgusting. Ivan Borodale was slumped in the corner, purpled all over with bruises. Fuzzy green globes covered the floor around him, and on the other side of the room was his own tennis ball launching machine. Every few moments a ball would fire out of the cannon at great velocity and pummel into his lifeless body. I yanked the cord and pulled the plug out of the wall, bringing the machine whirring to a merciful end.
What happened, Penny? Did Ivan have an accident with his own machine?
What do you think, Perry? This is the fourth death at Wombledon in recent history, and at least one of them was murder. I'm beginning to think this is far worse than we ever feared. I looked again at Ivan. His skin was an atlas of mauve and violet. How long had he been like this? It would surely be possible to calculate based on how many balls were lying around his body and the amount of time it took the machine to reload and fire.
I'm going to go and call the police.
Yes, I think you better had, Perry.
Love 50, love 30, love 40, love game. Love 15, love 30, love 40, love game. Love 15, love 30, love 40, love game.
The game is afoot. Well, that image is grim. Balls pummeling him. Maybe it's his own fault he did bring the thing. But it's still so gruesome. Will our brave twosome solve all the clues and find a way through some?
Love 50, love 30, love 40, love game. Love 50, love 30, love 40, love game. Love 50, love 30, love 40, love game.
The game is afoot. Will they call the cops? Will the cops even stop? Does Perry even know what's next to his socks? Who cares? Who knows?
Love 50, love 30, love 40, love game.
Keep going, Penny Pink. Hello, thank you for coming again. I'm afraid, that's, it's with heavy hearts and, well, there is more bad news.
Are the rumours about Ingrid Ergidson and John Sampson true?
Rumours?
That they were having an affair?
I don't want to comment on that, Erica.
I have a statement from Jean Sampson, quote, I don't want to talk ill of the dead, but the woman was a hussy, and a no-good hussy. I hope she burns in hell. May she rest in peace. End quote. It certainly sounds like there was bad blood between Jean and Ingrid.
Yeah, I can see why you'd say that, but, there's always nuance to these things.
Quote, I hope she burns in hell. End quote.
Yeah, tough to see the nuance there, but I don't want to insult you, Erica. Journalists have been known to misquote things.
I have it on tape.
I hope she burns in hell. May she rest in peace.
Sure, yeah. Well, either way, I won't be commenting on a private matter between Jean and the dearly departed Ms. Ergidson.
Is Mrs. Sampson a suspect, along with her husband, who is in police custody?
I'm not going to comment on who is or isn't a suspect. That's a matter for the police. But I can say that John Sampson was released late last night when it became clear, he could not have been responsible for Ms. Ergidson's demise.
You're saying John Sampson isn't a suspect?
Am I? Well, I don't think so. Well, a witness placed him elsewhere.
What witness?
Ivan Borodale.
Lord Hugh, you shouldn't be releasing this to the press. You have an announcement to make.
Absolutely. Sorry, Wendy. Look, I've gathered you here today to pass on some tragic news.
Ivan Borodil is dead. Possibly murdered. Bludgeoned to death by balls. Oh, tennis balls. Nothing smutty.
Your lordship, are you saying Ivan Borodil gave John Sampson an alibi and now has been killed? Where was Jean Sampson last night? Does she have an alibi for the latest murder?
Yes.
What is it?
Oh, I can't say.
What are you talking about, your lordship?
She was with Mr. Pink, the detective, but he's undercover, so I can't very well tell the press, can I?
I see.
No further questions. Thank you.
Don't you want to tell them about the tournament, your lordship?
That's a question.
Hugh!
Right, yes. Sorry, Wendy. In the light of these unfortunate events, we are indefinitely postponing this year's Wombledon International Invitational. Thank you. Oh, how do I turn this thing off? No, it almost shot me. Oh, someone's trying to kill me. No!
Perry and I watched Lord Hugh's entire performance from the back of the room. I saw most of it between my fingers. It was so catastrophic, it almost became hauntingly beautiful. I think if it hadn't been for the relatively calm presence of Wendy Weaver alongside him, he might have told the press every last detail from the police briefing we sat through prior to the press conference. The man was a sieve. As for his claims of another attempt on his life, seeing this one play out in the flesh made me less than convinced that there had been a previous one. To my mind, it just looked like a perfectly ordinary minor technical mishap. Of course, I waited for the hall to be empty and went and inspected the desk and microphone all the same. There was some fraying of the wire as it arrived at the base, but that could quite easily have been the result of poor maintenance. Given how flagrant the two other murders had been, it seemed a bit subtle as a method. Although, of course, there had been a pair of other deaths here at Wombledon, which had been recorded as natural and accidental. Perry?
Yes, Penny girl?
Do you know any of the police working on this case?
I'd guess so.
Great. Let's head back to the office. I want to make a call.
Yes, that's right, Inspector Colgate. No, nothing concrete.
Tell him you're just playing a hunch.
We're just playing a hunch. Yes, like Quasimodo. He said like Quasimodo. He's always been amusing, has Inspector Colgate.
Focus, Perry. When will he get the results?
Right. Great stuff. Any idea when you have the results for us, Inspector? Oh, as early as tonight. He says tonight.
I got that, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, speak later. Love to the wife. Uh-oh, did she? I am sorry. Your brother? Oh dear. Well, plenty more fish in the sea and all that. Well, thank you again. Goodbye. Well, that didn't go well.
But he'll look into it.
He'll look into it.
Perry and I spent a slightly odd evening together at the office that night. Usually we're very comfortable in each other's company. We can talk for hours about almost anything, and are equally happy to just sit in companionable silence. But something was a bit off.
So, how are things going with you and Lord Hugh then, Penny girl?
What do you mean, going?
You know, with the lunches and things? Must be nice.
Oh, the food is amazing, Perry. It's another world. But you know that we're not... I mean...
Oh, it's none of my business, Penny.
Well, no, but still, I'm not, you know, he's not. We work for him. He's the client. That's all.
Absolutely. Nice hair, though. Very, floppy.
I suppose. And you and Jean?
Jean?
Samson, is that,
No. She just needed a shoulder to cry on.
Of course, yes. Pretty, though.
Jean?
Yes, pretty. Good bone structure.
Well, I suppose. Shall I put the wireless on?
Good idea.
And there is yet more drama unfolding at Wombledon Tennis Club this evening, as it appears a police raid is in operation. Eyewitnesses report seeing bloodhound sniffer units being led into the scene. Our reporter did manage to speak with one officer who said that if there was anything to find, his dog would find it because, quote, he has a nose like a bloodhound, end quote.
They're searching the club, Harry.
What for?
I don't know, but I do know that I want to be there when they find it. Let's go.
Right behind you, Penny girl. Keys?
The excitement must have got to Perry, or perhaps his sporting exploits had awakened something physical within him, because he threw the keys at me and tried to vault over his desk like a gymnast. Inevitably, he ended sprawled up on the floor.
Whoa!
Perry, are you all right?
I'm fine. Let's go.
When we arrived at the club, there were people everywhere, all bathed in the blue flashing lights of the 5 or 6 police cars that were strewn across the car park. The dogs we'd heard about from the radio were now off to one side, relaxing with their handlers, who were now entertaining them with many stray tennis balls.
What do we do now, Penny?
We find out what all this is about. Come on. I started to walk up to the clubhouse, but was stopped by a uniformed officer.
Sorry, ma'am, I can't let you go any further. Official police business.
But we work here.
I'm a player, actually. I won my first round match. You might have read about it in the paper.
Not the time, Perry.
Quite right. Here's a cutting for later.
Incredibly, Perry pulled out a folded page of newspaper and handed it to the understandably bemused-looking policeman. As he did so, a short man with a walrus-like moustache came striding through the clubhouse doors. Perry began waving enthusiastically at him.
Inspector Colgate! Inspector Colgate!
The man did a double take so vigorous, I thought he might shake himself clean-shaven. He stared agog at Perry and then said,
Perry Pink!
The very same?
I am arresting you on suspicion of murder.
What?
What?
Ooh, what an episode.
Oh, blimey, that was... What a way to go.
What a way to go. That's, of all the deaths we've done, that's my favourite.
Ball pummeling.
Ball pummeling, just say it, just get it out. It's just a ball pummeling.
It's the noise, it's brilliant.
Who doesn't dream of being pummeled to death by balls?
Yeah.
And on that note...
Absolutely. Oh, and the police have come in.
Yeah.
Raiding the club.
Raiding the club. Anyway,
well,
we'll see you tomorrow.
Don't forget to leave us a review.
Oh, yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Crimes on Centre Court is part of Comedy Whodunits for Your Ears and Your Friends production. This series is made possible by the support of Arts Council England. It was written by Feargus Dunlop with sound and music from Fred Riding and featured the voices of Feargus Dunlop, Fred Riding and Heather Westwell. If you would like to learn more about the company, including dates for live theatre shows, visit newoldfriends.co.uk.